Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keene. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love. Today though, we're going to talk about particular young children. I myself, I've actually fucked children and ended up in prison. But guess what? From time to time, they need to get fucked up in their ass. So everything's a go-go, right? You're literally putting bananas up in their ass. But the point is, let me lick somebody's crotch. God knows that if I keep fucking pineapples like I do, I'm gonna need your fucking help. You're probably thinking to yourself, well shit, Brett Keene, if you ended up in prison, and I won't have to fuck your shitty ass anymore. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keene from That Ass. Make sure you check out my ass, That Ass You Love. When you get an opportunity, check out my brother's ass. Channels start going down, or people start seeing that they're not making money off their ass. When you start seeing that happen, you need to know that that's me. In many cases, you're not allowed to use my videos without my white guilt. Devin Tracy just totally fucks me up, that ass.
My name is Dawn Keene.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keene from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love, and when you get an opportunity, check out all my other YouTube channels, including my brother's, and my new Movies You Love channel. My beautiful wife, she made me a fantastic bowl of chili. No cheese. Peace out. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keene from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel, Games You Love. My beautiful wife, she made me a fantastic bowl of chili.
There is no cheese, is there, Brett? Is there any cheese at the end of the fucking maze, Brett?
I don't know, one can hope and have faith, but
that's true.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's with you, but I don't know that there's not any cheese.
No cheese. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keene from God TV Radio. Today I discovered, I just got the news, this has been in the past couple days though, unfortunately, I had a stroke. My stroke. I devalue and demoralize women. I believe that the feminist movement, they don't have any kind of brain. They're just stupid ass creatures that float around and shit and eat and offer really no kind of contribution to humanity whatsoever. However, I the master over manatee. Eat shit. It's disturbing. I come on you sometimes. Yeah. Bananas are manatees. Stupid ass stupid bastards. It's like Brett Keene come bananas. Bananas, 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 stupid bastards.
Warning, the Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be liked.
You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode Pie. The Pie episode of DP, bitches.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on
I don't
here?
know.
Ah!
I don't know.
You
It's not-
ruined our shit with your pie, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're okay now, though.
Are we? Yeah, we
Yeah.
sound better. That was weird.
I don't know what happened with that.
That was a moment of strange,
Yeah, that was-
crackly,
that was
not
weird.
goodness, dude.
They probably didn't even hear
Hopefully
it.
that won't happen again. Yeah, hopefully it was just on our end. You
Yeah.
guys didn't hear
It
that.
usually is.
Fucking bullshit.
So yeah, we're back on the DP channel.
This pie episode is
That-
fucking going off the rails, dude.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna get out of here before it goes to total shit. Sorry,
All
I
right,
gotta
bye.
go. Okay.
Bye, TJ. Bye.
I guess I can stay for a minute.
Okay.
Just to say hi to our guest.
Okay. So yeah, we do have a guest tonight, Andy Warski.
No, this is not episode 314. This is episode pie.
Episode Pie. Yeah. So yeah, we're back on our channel, and we don't have to worry about anything anymore.
Yeah. Now we just have to kill everybody.
No, but be serious. Tell them the truth.
Tell them the truth.
Yeah, I mean, like,
All right.
we have every intention of pursuing this.
We're gonna sue. We're gonna sue Tommy Sotomayor. We don't care.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
We're gonna figure out how much we lost from his little fucking stunt, and we're gonna sue him for it. And it's not even about a DMCA anymore, is the great thing, because it's been proven that he had no intention of following through with the DMCA. He just used it as a tool to kick us off of YouTube
for 10 days longer than we should have been.
Yeah.
Too.
So we're gonna sue him for lost fucking revenue during the time of his bullshit stunt, and we're gonna fuck him in the ass, and he's gonna be humble.
We're gonna make you humble.
We're gonna make him humble. So we have some kind of guest, I guess.
Wow, you sound so excited to hear me.
Yeah. This is the first time I'm hearing your voice. Ben told me to watch some of your videos, but I didn't get around to doing it. I'm sorry. I made Paul do it, though. I made Paul do it.
Andy Warski.
Yeah.
Cool, nice. Yeah, like last time when Bearing was on, you didn't watch any of his shit either, eh?
Yeah.
And I think
Oh, did you hear that? Oh God! Oh God! My Canuck alarm is going off like crazy. Eh?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. You're exposed.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust that out a few times today.
Cool.
Not my fault.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
So yo, have you ever at least been called to Dusty? That was awful.
Yeah.
That was
wretched.
Yeah, let's hear your take on that.
Yeah, I want to hear
please.
your take on what Cult of Dusty was saying yesterday, because I felt like I was trying to pound my head through a brick wall at some points.
He like debunks himself within the same sentence. He'll say something and then contradict it within half a second. Yeah, about anything. like the whole thing with him. Oh, don't film any SJW videos.
The platforms, guys. There's the platforms. You got platforms.
Yeah. They keep talking about Islam every 5 seconds. It's like, okay, like, first of all, fuck you. No, I'll do whatever I want. Because that was the whole argument I had with him on my show, was how he was talking about how Bering and I and a few other people were like, that's all you talk about, and it's only for money, man. It's only for money. It's like, no, I want to fucking rip on people, and that's what I like to rip on. Like, what the hell?
Dusty's pretty passive aggressive.
I mean, like, this is coming from a guy who just like reposted porn links to make a ton of money, so he knows what it's like doing. I mean, like, he's done stupid shit for money, so I don't even know what he's talking about.
They're saying I'm loud.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll turn us down. How about
people are saying TJ too loud, Andy too quiet?
Is that better?
Keep talk a little more.
Hello? Check. Are we too loud?
Kind of loud.
Huh.
It was a little better, but whatever.
How about now? Is that better? Okay, cool.
I don't know what happened with our volume
I was trying to fix a problem that we were having earlier, but apparently I turned up the compressor too high. So is everything cool now?
Sounds better, yes.
All right,
cool.
But yeah, that was a shit show. Yeah.
I had a couple of observations about the Dusty show that I thought about in retrospect. There were a couple of moments that we didn't really talk about. Well, you talked about one of them, TJ. This constant repeating that he's a soft-hearted, kind-hearted, nice teddy bear of a guy.
Yeah,
like, what was that?
Dude. The guy who's been banned for like almost the last year on Facebook for saying fucked up shit.
I'm like, Dusty, if you got a big heart, I got a big dick. Come on. You're full of shit, Dusty.
And then there was a moment, you might not even remember it, TJ, because you waved Dusty away like you wave a waiter away. He started I hate to say this because he was trying to be nice, but like out of nowhere he started sucking your dick. He was like, I just want to say, TJ, you make it into 1 million subscribers, man. That's a real accomplishment. It takes tenacity, takes balls, it takes gumption. And I saw I saw the whole process happen in your eyes. You were like, am I going to respond to this? And the response that you did was you just moved the whole.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I don't care. Quit sucking the dick.
Like an hour in, and he just started being so nice, and then you guys started being nice to him. But I was still upset with his line of logic. I was just like, no.
I wouldn't even say we were being nice to him. We were just like, all right, let's move on with the show.
I hung out with Dusty and had a good time, and I think like on a personal level, he can be a cool guy. Like, I will say that. But yeah,
right after the show, he tweeted, he's like, "Oh, thanks for having me on, but I still hate you all." I was like, "Oh, that was great." Like,
big-hearted Dusty, just full of love.
You know, he uses this thing a lot where he says he just plays a character, but then he made a video saying we're all fake like pro wrestling. So I don't know.
I think
not sure where to go.
He says that so he can separate when he says retarded shit. That's what he does.
Yeah.
He'll say something like, I'm just over-exaggerating, guys. It's entertainment. And you're like,
he has all these ridiculous rhetorical devices to fucking excuse his bullshit. You're right.
Yeah. And he does lean pretty heavily too on the, well, you're just not understanding my argument. Like, no, I think I am, and I think it's bullshit. That's the problem.
So, Andy, before we get too far along, why don't you tell people a little bit about what your channel's about?
And the channel is linked in the description.
Yeah, it is linked in the description, by the way.
I bash just anyone I find stupid at the moment. I did start with SJW stuff, and then now I'm speaking more about race and all that shit. And recently, for example, I just attacked Onision because of his creepy fucking forum he had where he had 13-year-old girls sending him half-naked photos and then trying to justify it in the guise of, oh, it's for body positivity, and posting their fucking pictures and shit. So
in his videos, and like offering up advice on how they can change. Here's how you can change to please Onision.
That's one thing that like always weirded me out about Onision is like he's a dude that literally he needs more help than anybody I've ever seen. Like he needs people's help. He needs somebody to help him. And he is also tries to be the most helpful, advisor for little girls that you've ever like. He knows exactly how they should live their lives, even though his life is like a flaming wreckage of broken relationships and fucked up public fucking.
I mean,
I
remember back in the day when he had a girlfriend who like lost her mind or some shit on camera, or either that or it was a big publicity stunt on his part, which I think it was, but. If it was authentic, the girl has a seizure and can't remember anything, and he's like, "Oh, I won't take you to the hospital. I'll just take care of you here." It's like, no, that's a hospital situation, retard. And he's like, these people are criticizing me for not taking her to the hospital. Yeah, they are, because you're a moron.
There was a point in time with that same girl. She was pregnant with his child and had some kind of like yeast infection that was so bad she was sick. And instead of taking her to the hospital, he put her on his lap and did a fucking video with her about how sick she was feeling. And she's pregnant. And they lost that kid. Well, technically, he says that kid never existed. She says that it did. I don't know, dude.
It's such a creepy vibe.
The fact that he would advise anybody.
Look on his face.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw him on the news and like you heard he killed a bunch of people, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. He has that serial killer-esque vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day we'll be watching the news and we'll hear, someone drove their car into a Walmart and ran a bunch of people down and then jumped out and beat a bunch of people more to death with a hammer or something,
Onision
and we'll see Onision's face there.
He's way more likely to be self-destructive and destructive in the lives of others.
Wasn't he in the military too? Wasn't he like in the Air Force or something like that?
He was in the Air Force and he got kicked out because
he wouldn't kill a rabbit or something.
Yeah.
I heard that story was bullshit from someone who knows.
Of course, it's bullshit. I mean, like, it's not bullshit that he was in the Air Force. There's evidence to back that up.
Yeah,
but like the kill a rabbit thing, that was just part of his like vegan bullshit.
I don't know if you guys
pulling.
know this, but before he was on YouTube, he was like one of these people who goes to people's houses and like looks for ghosts.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember those old I remember that shit.
Him and his dude, he was a ghost hunter.
Odd.
Yeah, he used to. Him and his wife at the time were like ghost paranormal investigators and shit. They would go to people's house. Oh yeah, we sense a presence, man. Yeah, it's like $500, dude. Cool. Yeah, ghosts.
At the time he was doing that shit too, he actually ran his own pseudo religion called Sakeska or Saseska or something, where he had this whole like diatribe about how you're supposed to live your life and shit, and it's still up. Like, you can go to the Wayback Machine and see it still. It's filled to the brim with crazy self-important, self-aggrandizing bullshit.
Like, how do I hear about new stuff from him all the time and it just gets creepier? Like, there's nothing to actually back up him being a decent person. I don't know of one story.
Check this out. You may not be aware of this. Are you aware of the Steve Wilkos show? It's kind of like Jerry Springer.
Yeah, I know that show. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that Onision contacted TJ and asked him to be on the Steve Wilkos show with him?
Yeah, dude. Onision contacted me and he was like, hey man, I can get us on Steve Wilkos. I'm like, what the fuck is Steve Wilkos? So I go and I find out it's like this Jerry Springer shit. I'm like, no, I'm not really interested in doing that. That's not really the kind of thing I'm trying to do. And he's like, it's okay, man. We can like, I mean, I didn't know the word kayfabe, and I don't think it was used, but he basically told me like, we need to kayfabe, we can kayfabe it up, and we can act like we really hate each other. And it's like, but no, I really do hate you though. That's not an act. I'm not pretending to hate you. I actually hate you.
So I'm hearing from like
yeah.
Okay, we understand there's audio issues going on.
Okay. Yeah. I turned it. Check. It looks fine.
They're saying that the Skype that both Andy and Paul are kind of low.
Yeah,
they're saying they're kind of too soft to hear. Is what I saw.
That's weird. I don't know why that's happening.
You know what? I could hardwire my computer in. It'd probably speed up a little bit faster. All right. Just give me 1 second.
I think you're fine.
Hold on.
I think it's a setting or something. Something's up with the Skype call, maybe.
I turned you guys up a little bit, so.
All right. Well, we'll see.
I could pump that up here. Is that better?
Yeah, I think you sound fine.
I mean, if you sound fine on our end, we're just hearing from the chat that you guys are a little low, but I don't know.
It's probably just the audio setting. So I turned you guys up.
Shouldn't we see the little green bar there when they're
Will you move that bottle of Jack Daniels right there? Thank you. Thanks. Cool.
Oh my God! Only on the Drunken Peasants pod, dude. Move that bottle of Jack out of the way, dude.
All right.
I can't reach my bong. Move the Jack.
I couldn't see the sound levels because a bottle of Jack was in the way.
I love you.
It's all explained.
This is the greatest job ever. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, another thing is that we're having internet connectivity issues because for some reason our ISP is fucking us around. So
people are saying Paul has an echo. Fuck you guys, because they're both coming through.
We can't fix every fucking like at some point just watch it or fuck off. Like, you know, we can only fix so many fucking things. All right.
I think they're trolling us at this point. I think it's fine.
Close this chat. I don't even want to hear from him anymore. You're gone.
I'll just hide it.
Hide it from me. I don't want to see that shit. Let them fucking circle jerk by themselves. All right. So let's do troll or not a troll, dude.
All right. All right. You know, I watched this twice.
We got to move them out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Do. All right, so troll or not? So you watched this one twice, and you're
watched
not
it
sure?
twice, and I'm not sure. I can't tell if this person's serious because I know how dedicated these kind of people are. But here you go. Troll or not a troll?
Hello, my name is Levan Litar. I am the Klingon teacher from Germany. Welcome to the next Klingon lesson for the free-to-play browser game Star Trek Infinite Space.
Is he in brownface?
Today I would like to talk how to meet a Klingon woman.
He's okay.
Racism.
This is called Klingon course on flirting. So he's teaching you how to flirt in this Star Trek game.
Cool.
Yeah.
You need to know Klingons are very traditional. They follow their traditions, and if they do something, they always have their rituals. And this is the mating ritual. You see, if you want to contact a woman, well, to show you this, I need a woman. Wait a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is a troll. 100%.
He's a troll.
Come on.
You think troll?
He's a troll.
TJ, do you know? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right.
But I'm suspecting that this is a troll.
If you want to talk to a woman, you want to have this, the mating ritual is the man walks around the woman like a tiger and growls really loud and strongly. It's like...
Look at this elaborate setup. I mean, like, he has this kind of a fucking setup to be a troll, really? He's that...
All trolls are dedicated, dude.
He's that dedicated?
You gotta, like,
See?
some people just live it.
The woman does
Some people
actually
live it,
pretty
dude.
much the same, but she has a female voice. She's growling very softly, like a small cat. I can't do this, I'm not a woman. But if you're not interested, remember, do not
Okay, troll.
You say troll.
Troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a troll.
Troll.
All right.
Yeah,
So
100% troll.
I guess it's a troll.
Yeah.
There's no way, dude.
You always take it that one step further where you're like, nah.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
Like they
When he
didn't
brought in
push-
the mannequin, I was like, okay, this is over. Yep, he's
Yeah.
a troll.
Yeah, if they
Wow.
just pulled it a little bit, they could push, like, be like way more believable.
Yep. You
I
gotta
mean, I
dial
wish it
back.
wasn't. Like, if that was real, that would have been amazing. I
Yeah.
would have been happy. I would have been satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, all right, this guy exists. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's someone like that, though. There has to be people out there that are actually down for that, you know?
I
don't
would
know.
think
Like-
so.
Oh yeah. All right, we got some bullshit. very frightening.
All right, so it's weird. So you're Canadian and you wanted Trump to win, but just because you wanted Trump to like do some crazy shit, right?
Yes, that's. I think people thought I wanted him to win because I wanted him to win. It's just I hated Hillary so much, and I want to see what he'll do. I think the shakeup will be interesting to watch.
I really feel that. I feel the same way. I also hate Hillary's guts, and I really think that if nothing else, Trump will be interesting.
Yeah, and Hillary would have been the same shit. It would have just been, you wake up, same news, same everything. And she was a liar. She's a fucking liar as well. So, and I think he's really honest, maybe a little bit too honest, and that's what people,
I don't know about his honesty.
No, you don't think so?
Nah,
yeah, I don't.
Well, I mean, why didn't he put out his taxes? Most of our presidents have done that recently. I would say that's a little more.
Well, they all have sketchy things to them.
Oh, sure. I mean, Trump definitely. Trump has a lot of sketchy things about him. Trump is like a politician too. I mean, he can act like he's not, but I mean, he pretty much proved that he was. Especially, he's appointing establishment guys in his cabinet. He's not appointing a lot of crazy. And he's got a few. And
Vince McMahon's wife.
That was a fun one.
Who was comatose for a while. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Linda McMahon, the future small business cabinet member for Trump, she was actually comatose while her husband was having an affair with Trish Stratus. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I did not hear about that story.
Yeah, no, okay.
Is this real though? Is this real, or was it part of the storyline?
It was part of a storyline.
It was part of a storyline.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's it's kind of interesting. That definitely is one of the more interesting ones. I think Bannon as the what do you point Bannon as chief of chief of staff, right?
Yeah, chief of staff, yeah.
And that was an interesting pick, but none of the other ones have really been too interesting. Or chief strategist, I guess, is what he is. Actually, not chief of staff. Chief strategist. That's an interesting pick, but a lot of the other ones I'm kind of like disappointed because I was kind of hoping they'd be crazier. I was hoping he'd be appointing like wrestlers and rock stars and shit in his cabinet.
Yeah, I think how he was acting before he was elected was primarily to get attention, media attention. Like all his crazy shit he said, his sort of troll-like behavior, it was just for media attention, and it worked. And I think after he was elected, he's like, all right, I'm going to shape up right now. I'm going to stop being crazy. It was just it was a publicity stunt, I think. All the shit he said was brilliant. It was hilarious.
I think he doesn't even have to put his foot on the gas anymore because the media does it all for him. Like I just read an article earlier today about someone I unfriended this person because of Trump. They voted for Trump, and it's because Trump is a bigot and he's gonna round all the gays up into concentration camps and he's gonna do. I'm like, oh my god. Just this fucking crazy panic. You don't see how you're just the same as the people who thought Obama was going to fucking put you in a FEMA death camp or something. I mean, it's just...
I don't understand the logic behind America will be more racist now that Trump is not right. Like, black people are going to walk out and then people are going to be like just dropping N-bombs and fucking shooting them. Like, no, that's not going to happen. That would never happen. America's not going to turn more racist because of the guy who's president. You're going to wake up the same way you wake up if anyone won.
If there's any more, if anyone feels like there's more racism, it's just because the standard for what is racist is so low now. What? Not enough black people were nominated for Oscars? Racism.
I think it's time to light the.
Dude, yeah. When I was looking at Andy's channel earlier, he had a video that I watched about it was a bunch of people, black people that had weird names that were just they were mad because they constantly have their names mispronounced, and
And
like
therefore,
the absurdity of like they would have these names that were like 90% consonants and shit, and they'd be like, "No, I am Horatio Jimbuti, okay, not Jimbotai and not Jimboto, Jimbuti."
Meanwhile, like they're spelled ridiculously, and some don't even have the right, like they're silent letters or silent sounds.
You guys ever heard of Ladasha, dude? Ladasha, dude. Yeah, there was a girl that actually went to school with, I think it was Chelsea, but maybe it was someone else. That was named it's spelled L-A or L-A-A, and it's pronounced Ladasha. You actually say the word dash for the dash.
Oh, there's a dash?
Yeah, there's an actual dash in the name, and you're not supposed to use it as a dash. You're actually supposed to say the word. You're actually supposed to say out dash at that point in the name.
We're dropping all kinds of frames, just so.
I mean, what can we do?
Shitty connection.
The internet connection sucks.
Yeah, friggin', and the whole thing, I always review these videos. It's just minorities complaining about things that aren't even racist. And like you said, the word racist has become so diluted, it doesn't even mean anything anymore. Before, it used to mean you hated a minority or you hated black people, whatever, right? Now it means, I don't care if white people have cornrows in their hair, therefore I must hate minorities. The word racist means nothing anymore. When I hear like people call me racist, I'm like, okay, well, fuck you. I don't care. I say Black Lives Matter, stop burning down cities, and I'm the racist. Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
I agree. Let's play something. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it because the internet is giving us a lot of trouble, but hopefully it'll work.
Tonight, President-elect Donald Trump is out with new praise for Vladimir Putin, applauding the Russian president for withholding retaliatory sanctions on the U.S. Trump tweeting, "Great move on delay by V. Putin. I always knew he was very smart." But as the president-elect determines his next move, responding further to
I love this really weird switch that's happened just recently with the parties and Russia. Because I remember a time not very long ago where Democrats were like, Russia ain't so bad, and Republicans were like, Russia, bad, no good. and now it's totally reversed. And I'm just like, I don't understand what position, what people are sitting around like, man, you know what we need to do? We got a lot of problems here in the U.S. You know what really needs to happen? We need to antagonize Russia.
Yeah, who's got the most nukes pointed at us right now? Let's poke them with a stick. Poke. Hey, Russia.
We thought Trump was going to be the one. We thought Trump was going to be the one making things interesting, but it's actually the Democrats making things interesting right now with this fucking let's antagonize and fuck with Russia and blame them for all problems. It's like, when we need to check, we need to be checking for a red under every bush now and shit. Is this like some McCarthy bullshit? What's going on here? I don't like this saber rattling with Russia that we've been doing.
So why is Obama like under pressure here? Like using he's in the lame duck phase of his presidency. Why is he going out on like let's expel a bunch of diplomats for espionage and poke the Russian bear before I get fucking out of like why? Why do that? Why not just hand Trump the intel and do it quietly or something?
It's basically just because the Democratic Party is trying to go with this narrative of only reason Hillary didn't win was because of Russia. It was all Russia. So they got to fucking act like, oh my God, it was Russia, you guys. It wasn't Russia that won fucking Trump that election.
Popular vote thing, right? They're like, well, she won the popular vote. The moment the Russia thing opened up, they're like, no, it was Russia. Never mind. Like,
there's going to be a million and one excuses why we're not going to acknowledge Trump's legitimacy as president. I mean, you're being as ridiculous, Democrats. All you Democrats who thought it was so ridiculous when this Kenya shit was brought up, you're acting the same fucking way now. Just letting you know, you're the same as the fucking people you purport to hate. You're exactly the fucking same.
When Obama won, I didn't see any riots. I didn't see all this race talk. I didn't see any of this shit. Like, it never happened. So, in fact, Democrats are being more fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Tea Party was in largely in response to Obama's
terrorist.
election. But
Yeah,
they didn't.
that's
I mean,
true.
I will give you that the Tea Party didn't really get as unruly, but then again, they were kind of old. So there were a lot of old dudes in the Tea Party. They weren't looking to flip cars. They didn't want to throw their backs out.
Yeah, a bunch of paunchy old dudes in Paul Revere outfits and powdered wigs aren't really going to do much. You know what I mean?
You'd rather have
Russia
them
and
mad.
And they're 100% shrill wives too. You ever notice like Tea Party women are all like the most squawky, like the worst, dude. The worst Tea Party women, dude.
Haven't you noticed that women who go out? I mean, like, I don't want to say anything against. I mean, like, people in general who go out and like, I'm supporting a cause and I'm involved. Like, those people in general tend to be kind of annoying and squawky. That's why
I don't know, dude.
That's why
it depends
I always
on the cause.
I don't know, man. Even if I support a cause, like I basically supported a lot of Occupy Wall Street shit, but when they went out there and interviewed those people, they sounded like a bunch of fucking retards to me. I mean, like, I support a lot about their cause, but they didn't seem like the best and brightest. I think that it's probably because people who actually go out and think they can make a change are probably not the brightest people, because they just don't recognize how the system has them bent over a fucking table and is lodging its dick in their ass over and over again.
I don't know. Like once again, like I said, the cause matters. Like I volunteered with a lot of people at animal shelters and shit.
Case
I mean,
in
and
point, Paul. Case in fucking point.
Well, maybe I'm an asshole, but like there was a lot of genuinely really nice low key people that did that. And they were super involved, man.
Sure.
But the majority. I'll agree with you, TJ. There's a lot, like when you're seeing these interviews with any of these causes, it's just awful people. Just people you wouldn't want to be around. You're like, even if you support the cause, you're like, I don't want to be near that guy. No. Just fucking loud.
I'm here today to tell other people how to live. It's like,
I don't know, dude. I don't want to go too Alex Jones on this, but I feel like the media a lot of times selects leaders of causes that will make good mockeries on the news.
That's probably
so
true,
that's kind of what we see is like, oh yeah, this guy's inept as fuck and he runs some Black Lives Matter outfit. Let's bring him in and have him fucking roasted on the spit in front of Tucker Carlson's confused face.
I love it.
I didn't think of that. That's true.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have some
there,
people
Paul.
interviewed. I'm sure there's some interviews where they're actually reasonable people, but then in editing, they're like, nah, not interesting. You find the fucking retard who was yapping about some shit.
Yeah. I mean, I did have kind of a sad thing. Like, I went through this phase in my early 30s where I wanted to be involved. You know what I mean? I want to be involved in something phase, and I wanted to do some like political activism. And so I sought out like a group of like-minded leftist people and went to one fucking picket, and it was the most humiliating thing that I ever fucking did my entire life.
What was it like? Like, what happened there?
It was a picket about drone strikes, and it was right before Obama's re-election. And they were picketing against Obama, which is what I liked about them. They were leftists that were picketing against Obama's right-wing tendencies. And we stood out in front of a fucking Walmart parking lot. There were about, 30 of us, and all of us had signs. And I forgot where I was, man. That little town that I grew up in. People yelled the most derisive shit at me. And like some of the people knew me. And like several people drove by and your daddy's ashamed of you, Paul Parkey. Your daddy's ashamed. Your mama would be ashamed. She saw you standing out here acting a fool. That was a pretty disheartening experience. I never went back after that one picket.
That sounds bad. See, that's another, you got to be a shrill person, Paul, because anyone who's normal would go have that experience and be like, well, never doing that again.
Yep, that was what I did. Once was enough.
Yeah, man. I guess, have we even talked about what the fucking content of the video is?
Not really.
No.
U.S. sanctions, his advisors are calling out the Obama administration for what they see as politics at play.
We've been talking about this for a while. I think that, all we heard all through the election was Russia, Russia, Russia. Whenever it came to anything Donald Trump said or did, it seemed most days. And now, since the election, it's just this fever pitch of accusations and insinuations.
Trump transition officials are speculating that the administration's sanctions against Russia are a distraction to undermine his win and tie his hands on Russia before he becomes president.
I
agree with them.
That even those who are sympathetic to President Obama on most issues are saying that part of the reason he did this today was to, quote, box in President-elect Trump. That would be very unfortunate if that were if politics were the motivating factor here.
Since the sanctions were announced, Trump himself
so
has
weird
only
if politics
issued a
were
blunt
involved in
two-line
politics.
statement Thursday night, saying in part, quote,
isn't
it's
Russia
time for
kind
our
of
country
like-
to move on to bigger and better things.
Hold on.
A posture he has taken.
Don King? He's standing there with Don King.
Don King killed a guy, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he did.
Mike Tyson's manager that ruined him.
Trump probably has killed a few people too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm having kind of a moment about Russia here. And this has been a thought that's brewing about Russia. Don't we want to be careful not to cozy up? Because I don't think there's any doubt that Russia does not have the best interests of the United States at heart.
No.
So I certainly don't want to antagonize Russia, but by the same token, I don't want to be overly congratulatory of Trump for being buddy with Putin, because I don't know that that's the route we should go either. Russia's kind of just a tough thing to strike the right tone with me.
Sure. I would rather have someone who's friendly. I'd rather have a president who's friendly with Russia than one who's like, fuck you, Russia, bitch.
What's up with Don King, dude? What is up with
that outfit he's wearing, dude, is awesome. I want that jacket.
What?
Where does he shop, dude? Who is his tailor and his hairdresser?
You could become the white Don King of Drunken Peasants, Paul.
I'll just be your hype man. Hey, man, this is my new fighter right here. This is Vampire. Yeah, man.
Ben Pie.
Publicly in recent days.
I think we ought to get on with our lives. I think that computers have complicated lives very greatly.
What?
The whole age of computer.
Okay, what?
Okay. Yeah, computers. Hey, it's computers' fault.
The whole age of computer.
Yeah, this is why it's embarrassing to defend a Trump sometimes.
Yeah.
Busts out that shit, and you're like, no, wait, hang on. I don't think he meant that exactly.
I don't make apologies for Trump's stupid fucking remark. When he says something dumb, I say, well, I was fucking dumb. Let's start moving on.
I feel like we have a pretty good track record on this show, Paul. I don't know if this is true, of agreeing with Trump when he's done shit that we like and disagreeing when he does shit we don't like. I feel like we're holding him pretty accountable to my standards.
Not if you read the DP subreddit, dude. If you read that, weird Trump apologists
really?
through and through, dude.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Trump is
great, dude. All of us are always making excuses for Trump, and our refusal to make calls about Trump beforehand. Yeah, dude. Yeah, our refusal to guess about what Trump is going to do before he's governed for a single day shows that we're, timid about Trump, and we're reticent to fucking call into question anything he does, which is total fucking horseshit.
Trumpy.
Has made it where nobody knows exactly what's going on.
But the president-elect has now agreed.
I think I know what he's saying. He's talking about computers making it so no one knows what's going on. He's kind of talking about the age of. It's the whole fake news thing. You don't know what to trust. There's so many fucking voices coming at you from so many different directions.
It's computers.
He's just muddying the issue, though. He's just because it doesn't really address what he's being asked about.
No, it's the age of computers.
So he's kind of contributing to that. Hey, look over here, computers. They're to blame. They did it. It was all the computers.
Just a reminder that I am an old man who doesn't know anything about electronics, and I'm about to be in charge of the largest counter-espionage operation in human history. Just a reminder that I don't know what a keyboard is.
Well, he definitely knows what a keyboard is, because he loves his Twitter. Unless he tweets from his phone.
I think he probably texts all his Twitters. They look there's so many grammatical errors and autocorrect errors, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Down with the intelligence community.
We just need to get to a point ourselves where we can talk to all of these intelligence agencies and find out once and for all what evidence is there, how bad is it.
That closed-door meeting likely to take place in New York next week, where Trump will be presented with the evidence the intel community says points a finger at Russia for the hacks.
Maybe at that time or maybe later he'll have a response, but right now we're just not in a position to sit here and respond to all of these details before we have a full-blown intelligence report on this particular matter.
In the past, Trump and his aides have publicly been skeptical of the intelligence community's conclusions.
I don't think anybody knows it was Russia that broke into the DNC. It could also be lots of other people. It also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds, okay?
Hold on, who's
and
he
have
talking about?
attempted to deflect blame away from the Russians.
Wow, dude, the manatee references are thick in this
what?
story, dude. It's almost like the manatee doesn't want to be forgotten about.
He could be someone on his bed that weighs 400 pounds, for all we know. It could just be someone sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Ben, you said Pormjorm earlier.
Pormjorm.
Yeah, dude, there's a Pormjorm update, dude. He's produced. He's produced.
Oh, he has?
He's produced. I sent you a link just now in Twitter, dude. He produced a 5-minute private Skype call with Brett.
Oh,
and it was recorded.
Shit.
And it was recorded on the day of or just after he did the interview with me, when he was still pretending to be my friend. And he's talking about how he's going to release this video where fake Sagan accuses TJ and Scotty of being pedophiles and how bad it's going to fuck us up and how sick he is of our bullshit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I've actually already heard that.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
You saw it already? Yeah,
and
it kind of made
what's
the
your
rounds on the subreddit.
What's your review of this masterpiece by Brett Keane?
Oh, I mean,
actually, it's a Pormjorm masterpiece. He was the recorder.
Yeah. Well, no, Brett's the principal star, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Pormjorm Gormjorb.
I love it when Brett says it.
Yeah, Brett was basically talking about his scheme to. And
where is this? Where do I find this shit?
I sent it to you on. I DM'd it to you on Twitter.
Okay, all right. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
because this is.
I know Andy probably doesn't give a shit about this at all.
Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Brett Keane, dude.
Yeah, no, I know Brett Keane, but the Pormjorm thing, I've never.
Pormjorm, dude.
Pormjorm. It sounds funny.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The link
I think
sent
that's it.
you.
Okay. I'll just put it up here and we'll just listen to it. Oh shit. Never mind. I have to play the intro.
Yeah. It is the last time, the last
individual situation.
Yeah, we're not doing Brett.
Asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
We're not going to do Brett anymore after this episode. So, or at least
really,
we're not committing. We're not committing to never again. But we're taking a break. We're going to starve the manatee.
Hashtag starve the manatee.
Because if he doesn't produce us some good ass drama, then fuck him. Let him languish. That's what I say.
He said. He doesn't give a fuck if our fans unsubscribe because they're all like 15-year-olds and whatever. So everyone, Brett doesn't want our fans to subscribe to him.
Respect his wishes.
Yep. So go ahead, unsubscribe. I mean, like, if he really didn't care, he wouldn't hide his subscriber count, but whatever. All right, here we go. This is this phone call. Oh, it sounds like shit already. Oh, hold on.
There he is sucking.
His Viper.
I'll do it too.
Don't care anymore.
Oh, here we go.
put the shit over and bit me though.
I've already heard this.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one from like a couple weeks ago.
This is what you're talking about?
Yeah, I thought this was new. I didn't see this one until just now.
There's another one.
Maybe there is.
No,
I don't know. This is the only one.
This is the one that I. Okay, well, fine.
Shit over. You want to know what I'm uploading?
No, not sure really.
I'm uploading a video.
No, not sure really.
I love that, dude.
That's Porn Jorm.
Hey, you want to know what I'm uploading? And Porn Jorm goes, I'm not sure, really. And he goes, I'm uploading a video, Bob Paul. He just launches into it. It's just like, why even ask, Manatee?
Yeah.
And he says that Scotty and TJ like to try to show him child porn while he lived in their household. With a bunch of other shit. So while Paul's ego and TJ decide they want to celebrate and all that, I'll go ahead and post that to him over on Twitter and say, hey, you're going to really enjoy this, guys. Check it out.
I gotta say something, man. I'm a little offended, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
I stayed with you for 2 fucking weeks, and you did not try and show me child pornography one time, dude.
I'm sorry, dude.
Were you closer with Fake Sagan than you? I thought we were good buddies, man, me and you. Like, did you feel a closer kinship with him?
You know, it was just it was a different kind of relationship, Paul. You know, what me and Case had was special, dude.
Holy crap.
All right, so basically what Brett does in this video is he fucking made his stupid video with Fake Sagan, and then he put it on his. He's talking in this video how he's going to put it on his channel, and it's going to basically destroy us and set us against each other and all this stuff.
Yeah,
Here's what actually happened. He put it out. We actually watched it on the show for like a few minutes, and we're like, bullshit. No one cares. And that's all that happened. That's what happens with Brett's grand Machiavellian schemes. I'm going to turn my enemies against each other, and then when they're all fighting, I'll just lean back and be like, ha ha ha, Manatee wins again. And it just doesn't fucking happen.
Dude. He really believes that that's the way it's going to go down, too. Like, you can hear it. Like, towards the middle or end of this video, he's like, yep, this is just going to destroy the whole bunch of them. It's over for them. They don't even know it yet. What I just put up, Porm Jorm, it's gonna end the peasants for good. He's like,
what was the evidence? What was the video? Like, what was the big reveal?
It's him and this other Christian idiot that used to be friends with us, named Fake Sagan.
Yeah, I don't.
Claiming that like when he hung out with TJ immediately like sprung a bunch of child porn on him.
Oh, so there's no evidence. It's just some dude.
No, it's just a dude saying that TJ showed him child
and Fake
porn.
Sagan's just fucking all bitter anyway. So.
Oh my God, so bitter. But I hear he's trying to get a job, so good for him. Hope he gets his job and stays off YouTube.
Yeah, I've been watching you since those days, since you were buddies with him. I actually was at that live stream where he went crazy.
Oh shit, really? That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, that was old, like Blog TV days. And then he pulled out the gun and was walking around. I was scared for everyone there. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, you missed the craziest part, because after the blog ended, after Blog TV shut it down, I was like, okay, Case, time to calm down. Show's over. They shut us down. He's like, I can't believe they shut us down. I'm like, it's okay, Case. I'll just tell him a crazy guy took over the stream, and, that's what happened. We got too drunk and all this. And he's like, what? Why would you say that? Like, what? What do you mean, man? Why would you call me crazy? It's like, I was just joking around, Case. You've been acting a little wild. I mean, you got to admit. And then he's like, are you scared of me, TJ? I'm like, no, I'm not scared of you. And he pulls out his fucking gun loaded with his hollow point bullets, and he puts it right to my head. He's like, you scared now? I'm like, well, yeah, obviously I'm scared now, sure. And I said that to him. And then he looks at me.
Is that why you're stopping his friend? Like it was after that day?
He looks at me, though. He's like he's contemplating whether he's going to shoot me or not. And while he's doing that, I just fucking, push my head back and put the gun forward, just like, whoa!
Yeah.
And I'm able to wrestle it away from him. And his girlfriend comes, and she's fucking wrestling with him, and we get the gun away from him. and then other people showed up, and Galen came over and brought his gun and shit. So it was a pretty crazy situation that night. But no, I mean, like, I actually didn't end my friendship with him at that time because he was really drunk. We were both really drunk. Things were getting crazy. Whatever. I probably should have ended it then because that's like obviously beyond the pale. But I guess I was too forgiving of a person because I kept being friends with him.
Did you stay friends with him for a while after that too?
Oh no, not very long because he's just too crazy. I mean, he's too fucking crazy of a person to deal with. He's too fucking nuts.
Did you guys give him a fucking beat down?
No.
For that?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd be scared too.
I'm not
sober up and then plan something.
I'm not claiming to be a badass, but like I grew up at parties and shit where if some fucking idiot had pulled a gun out and put it to somebody's head, they would have gotten a savage ass beating. Like just that would have been mandatory.
Yeah.
Like that is not something you fuck with, dude. You don't wave
I think,
guns
though,
around.
After like that moment, you sort of just want him out of your life. You don't even want to beat him up. You're just like, you know what? Cool, man. It's like talking to your drunk friend who blacks out, which is like thinking, and then they're gonna like attack you.
The only people that were in the room at the time, it wasn't like a party situation. It was me and Case's girlfriend. And after I took the gun away from him, he started blubbering and crying. And I wasn't about to fuck. I don't know. I felt bad for him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I mean, he has problems. I'm not gonna look down on him or whatever. He obviously has mental issues.
Of
whatever.
course.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
no,
he's now an Orthodox Christian monarchist who believes that suffragettes should have been burned at the stake. I mean, what the fuck else needs to be said?
Audio sitting there saying all the horrible shit that they did in their household.
Are you for real?
Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's almost uploaded. So I'm waiting until Paul puts out a whole bunch of tweets to people and gets all excited, and I'm going to drop this ass on him. He's not going to know what the fuck hit him.
See, so he's like, I'm going to wait till Paul's like, hyping up the interview we just did, and then I'm going to drop this on him. Yeah, for all those people that thought the Manatee was turning over a new leaf, there you go, dipshits.
Yeah, he was planning this the whole time. Even as we're helping out his channel and trying to get him
Why don't you do an interview with me, Ben? No thanks.
Even as we're trying to help him out, help him take a new direction with his channel, help him try to turn over a new leaf, all he's doing is just plotting how to fucking backstab the entire time.
You guys have so much.
And I'm just sitting there.
Honestly, like I'm actually surprised every time I watch like one of your podcasts. I'm like, they're still trying to be kind of nice to him in some weird way. And then the next episode, you're like, he backstabbed us again.
Yeah.
Backstab.
That's why we're taking this break for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because it's
a sanity break.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that this relationship, if it is a relationship, is like really unhealthy and sick because we just keep fucking going back. And we give him like this, like we try to give him a chance. Like
are we like Tina going back to Ike every time?
Yeah,
we're
dude.
part of,
we're sorry, baby.
He can change. He can change.
Yeah.
He gonna be different this time.
He's managed to draw us into his cycle of abuse, dude. We're part of the Manatee's cycle of abuse. But like, my favorite thing about this break is that the sanity that we gain from not having to think or talk about Brett Keane ever for at least 3 months or so is completely inverse to the sanity he will lose from not being mentioned for 3 months. It's going to be so awesome when we finally do come back and take a look.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Holy shit. That's something. Wow.
Yeah, what do you say to that? That's crazy.
Yeah. This fucking video is gonna fucking destroy these assholes.
He's like a cut rate Bond villain.
Yeah. Those fucking videos are
liking up that video and
unsub from Brett, everyone, please.
Just wait until I post the
Unsub
link
from
over
him. Let's
into
get him
it
under
into the
1,000.
section for everybody
I
to
know
check
at
this
least
out.
half of our subscribers are his. At least
Dude,
have
can you
his
imagine?
thread.
There's a Winstone there, Mr.
Can you imagine being like on call for this fucking asshole to do this boring shit to you at any time of day or night? Like, in order to maintain a relationship with Brett, you have
He's
to pick
needy.
up his fucking
He's
Skype
needy
call.
as fuck.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing. Is like I think I actually could maybe have like a positive relationship with Brett, but I'm really not willing to go through what it takes. Because what it takes is being available to him at all times. Because when I do try to act friendly with him, he does literally nothing but try to call me and talk to me and pick my brain. And you know,
he's got nothing but free time.
It's like, Brett, find something to fucking do.
Not only that, but you have to agree with everything that he says, or he'll just block you. You know what I mean? Like, so not only are you beholden to Brett Keane any time of the day or night, but you have to listen to this type of bullshit and go, yeah.
Just rambling.
Mr. Tom, that's old school shit right there, son.
Old
What do
school
you think
shit.
of that? You still there? Did you crash again, Palm?
Look at him, dude. Look how needy he is. Palm Jam doesn't answer him right away, and he's like, Palm, are you there?
Yeah, that's disturbing.
It's almost uploaded too. This one's a classic. This one's
Brett, you've never made a classic, dude.
The fucking epic historical.
Classic. Listen how fucking deluded this fat fuck is, dude. Listen to him.
Yeah,
it's classic.
It's crazy to actually have a small glimpse into the real Brett Keane because you just see like, totally inflated sense of self-worth. I'm gonna destroy them like the wrecking ball, pit bull, stallion, fucking hellfire whirlwind that I am, y'all. No.
And then in actuality, it's just like it's a 45 view flop on vid.me, dude, that nobody sees. Oh god.
45 views. His disappointment, like with
until we play it on our show, and then it's just like, okay, there we go. Yeah, this sucks.
I'm just not sure what to say, I guess.
That's not sure what to say.
It's fucking rough. That's what you gotta say.
Fucking rough. That's another Keenism.
Oh, that's rough.
You're gonna stop fucking with me and the other idiots running his fucking mouth. I'll just go ahead and put them into a eternal loop of fucking madness.
Cool.
Tired of bullshit.
An eternal loop of madness.
DJ and Paul and all those fuckers, they can sit there and try to figure out a way to justify what he's saying about them, and he can deal with them for the rest
I'm gonna
of
put them in an eternal loop of madness from which they shall never emerge again.
Video, man, it's the kind of shit that makes your skin crawl.
Yeah.
Like you?
Yeah, you're the kind of shit that makes my skin crawl.
Well, don't watch it then, man. If it's too much for you to handle. You might get nauseous, fucking puke underneath shoes or something. After I post over to Paul's Ego and the Amazing Atheist and shit, and probably over into my fucking channel over here, I'm gonna start playing me some fucking video games and take me a break from all this nonsense and just let them all kill each other.
Yep.
Bullshit.
That's exactly how it's gonna work down. I'm gonna take a break while they kill each other. Nothing happened. None of this came to fruition. You failed once again.
Take a break from your 100% sedentary, 100% non-productive lifestyle to play video games. Are you real, Brett?
Brett, I want you to know, like,
about?
it's so great. It's so great because, like,
we paid him $1,000.
Dude, think about this:
to sit around for 2 hours, or 4 hours, so $1,200.
Brett literally tried this scheme, and it happened, and we just we're like, and moved on, and we never even knew it was this big scheme from him.
Yeah.
Like, how many how many times has he tried to take us down, and we haven't even fucking noticed what's going on? We're just like, because he's so fucking inept. He's like a fucking little insect.
He does the pedophile thing to everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
everybody's
When has it worked, Brett? When has it fucking worked?
And here's why. Here's why everybody's a pedophile. Because Brett is the type of person that goes, "What's the most personally damaging thing I can say about an individual? That they fuck kids." He knows that like pedophiles are the bottom of the fucking social ladder. Like they're the most reviled thing in our culture. Reviled above rapists, reviled above murderers, child predators.
They get murdered by murderers in prison and shit.
Yeah, rapists and murderers kill pedophiles in prison because they're considered that, you know.
Yeah,
so
they're
like,
the
that's
lowest of the low, basically.
He can tie your fucking name to the worst thing he can think of. That's how base he is.
And then he fails miserably.
Every time.
Every time. I love to see his face as he's watching the stats on the video and nothing's happening. Like, you know, when you post something, you're like, oh, this is going to be good. And then nothing happens, and you want, like, that's exactly what happens to him every time.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've posted, like, man, this is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
This is going to destroy these fucks. And then people are just like, meh.
Yeah.
But for Brett, every video is that.
Yeah. On some videos, you don't even think anything will happen, and you're like an hour later, you check and you go, wait, this is this is the one. This is the one I was looking for. What the fuck?
Why is his beard crooked? It's like long on one side, and it just gets like progressively
You know
shorter.
what? I have the same issue, so I can't even say anything about it. What happens is, like, I don't know, one side just grows faster than the other.
All right.
You really got to stay on top of that shit. I mean, I try, yeah.
Brett did his gun video, and this is his response to people being like, why'd you do the gun thing? Because he held up a gun without even really explaining any, like, why he had the gun in the video or anything.
Dude, look at that edgy Ed Hardy hoodie he's wearing.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Know out there, because you watched the full story on Happy Cabby, I purchased a gun recently. I've never wanted a gun in my life. I haven't had any formal training. I've never been out to some kind of a gun rally, convention. I've never been to some place where you put shit up on a wall or hang it up and shoot at it like you do in the movie Lethal Weapon.
Shooting range.
It was something I was...
Yeah, only in the movie Lethal Weapon do people go to a shooting range. What?
I've never been to one of those buildings where there's like you hang stuff up and you shoot at it and it comes closer to, you know, like in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, well, not to be super pedantic, but he said like you do in Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon is not something you do. It's something you watch.
Let me go over to Lethal Weapon.
I didn't even notice
quick.
that.
Yeah, let me go to Lethal Weapon and shoot.
Dude, I'm going to do some Lethal Weapon if you don't mind.
Never interested.
You want to do some Lethal Weapon up in here?
Growing up in the city of St. Louis, if I had a problem with someone, I would just simply go out in the backyard and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. Go out in the backyard, beat the shit out of them.
Why would they go to your backyard?
Yeah, I don't understand. What is
I'd
your
like
obsession?
to cordially invite you to my backyard for an ass beating.
And then you go in your backyard and cry, and they never show up.
That's what he did to me.
I won.
What? He invited me for a big meal before he beats my ass in the backyard. Like, why would
That's
I
what you want to do, dude. Belly up on potatoes and meat right before you have a big fucking fight, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't be negotiated with or rationalized with. I never liked the idea of doing any kind of harm to anyone. I'm not a pacifist.
Do you have something to quander? Are you quandering?
You've never liked the idea of doing any kind of harm to anyone,
that
but
jumped
you
out
send
to me
my
too.
fucking you send my fucking address to a psycho and wave guns around in your fucking house and call people pedophiles. Are you real, Brett? Are you a real thing?
But if I can get out of fighting someone or doing something, I will. Unless I'm offered money to do like a fight. A lot.
What? We offered you money to do a fight, and you're like, it's got to be in my backyard, and no one you know can show up. Only people I know. It's like, what? Who would agree to that?
No, Brandon. It's got to be in my backyard where if you slip, you might crack your skull open on a cinder block overgrown with grass.
Yeah.
The money. Then I'll do it in order to be able to pay my bills. Or if someone attempts to attack or do something shitty to my family, then I will harm someone in those cases. Not desirably. It's not what I'd want.
Brett, it's totally what you want, and you don't reserve trying to harm people for instances where they actually wronged you. You just having like some petty jealousy of them is enough. We all understand that.
But some people out there have been giving me advice on how to own a firearm and use it properly, and I appreciate it. When my friends speak of guns, if you want to own it and use it properly and you appreciate it, why wouldn't you go to a firing range like from Lethal Weapon and learn how to actually handle a gun?
Or if you're agoraphobic like Brett, or mildly agoraphobic, and you can't go to a gun range because you don't like wide open spaces, then why wouldn't you go on the internet and learn to not put your finger through the trigger guard unless you plan on pulling the trigger? Why would you first make a YouTube video of you waving the gun around in your family's house like a reckless retard, and then get advice from people on how to handle a gun safely? Isn't that kind of the inverse of what you should be doing, Brett?
He seems like a bright person.
Yeah,
he's very bright.
He's a real fucking Mensa candidate.
Even has some Christian friends out there as well as non-believers who have been carrying guns for a long time, and I hate sitting in my chat rooms or in podcasts and people show off their guns and talk about what kind of fucking ammo they use and blah blah blah.
Why
It's
did you
just
do
never
it?
been.
You just made a video where you showed off your gun.
There's my gun, everybody. Look at my gun. I got a fucking gun.
A gourd.
Look at my gourd. I got my finger on the trigger like a fucking retard, everybody. See, look. It could go off at any time. I'm violating basic gun safety rules that everyone should know.
An
Look at my
interesting
gun.
story for me. It was never interesting listening to people talk about their drug habits either. I don't know why people boast about these things.
So this is him like jabbing at us. We have drug. Yeah, like he smoked cigarettes forever. That's a drug habit. I also pretty much think he smokes weed too. I think he's full of shit about that.
My joint isn't gonna go off and kill Ben.
I'm positive that he drinks because I've heard him on some of his hangouts and he definitely sounds trashed. I of all people should know what a trash person sounds like. So there you go, Brett. So you have, I mean, like, you're just full of shit, dude.
No. Brett Keane full of shit? What
I
are
hate
you talking
fake
about?
sex in movies. You remember that?
I hate when they have fake sex. They should have real sex in movies.
I wish I didn't have to have a gun,
one
but
month earlier I like doggy situation. I like missionary situation.
My reasoning behind it, my brother actually got it for me, is I have repeatedly had people send shit in my real mail to my house. I've had people come up at very late at night, knocking on my door, some of them clearly not well in the head.
Whatever, Brett. No, you don't. No,
that
you
hasn't
don't.
happened.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
This has
by
never
the
happened.
way, before we move on to crazy people, I just want to say, like, we did want to play it on the show because we don't want we just kind of want things to work out. But I did want to say, like, it's very ironic. Tommy Sotomayor made a video complaining about getting a false copyright strike. Just want to point that out.
Awesome.
On one of his channels.
You know, another thing is, I feel like since we're not going to cover the Manatee for a while, no matter what, like since we're just going to ignore him and anything he says and anything he does for at least 3 months, I feel like maybe Paul should serenade the Manatee there one last time. Give us like some Sarah McLachlan or some shit, dude. Give us a Manatee version of "I Will Remember You" or whatever the fuck that song is called.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I will remember you. Do darn, do darn, do darn. Will you remember me? Do darn, do darn. The peasants are taking a break from bread, but weep not for the manatee.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Brought a tear to my eye.
All right, Brett, we're done
There
with
you
you for
go.
a while.
Wow.
Fuck off.
Goodbye, Brett. Oh, by the way, one last thing to Brett before we go. My offer still stands, dude. You want to put my picture on a T-shirt? Go right ahead, as long as I can do the same for you. I would love to sell a picture of your face. The people want a Gorm Jorb T-shirt, dude. And if I could just use that, I could just use that picture of you. So go ahead, dude. You have my permission. Put my face on a shirt and sell it.
Brett is awful. He's just awful to listen to. He makes no points. He just continues to speak. I think people might be happy that he's leaving for a little bit.
I don't know. You know, some people
are divided.
Yeah, some people absolutely love it. Like, they can't stand to watch his videos, but they like when we talk about his videos.
It's just time for the manatee to take a little nap, guys.
Hey, everyone.
He needs his sleepy time.
Go to Albuquerque on February 1st. Meet up.
We're doing a meetup. Meet us in Albuquerque.
74 going, 98 interested.
February 1st in Albuquerque.
Link in the description.
Come hang out with the peasants,
RSVP.
bitch.
We're close to having a venue. We've got it locked in.
Oh man, this is gonna be hype, dude. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna get crazy.
We're gonna eat burritos. We're gonna eat tamales.
Green chili burritos all fucking day, dude.
Enchiladas, all that shit. I'm gonna gain 300 pounds.
When we're in Albuquerque, what's the fucking place that you're gonna take me to that you think is gonna knock my socks off, Ben? What's the place?
A few different places. There's a few. So like, there's one place called El Pinto, and that's good. A lot of people be like, oh, that. You know what? No matter what place I say, there's gonna be a bunch of like hipster faggots that go, that sucks.
Dude, you guys don't know the pleasure of going on a Ben food tour, dude. I had so much fun at the chili dog thing and had so many good chili dog. I can't wait to eat some fucking green chili New Mexico food, dude.
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
Yeah,
but
awesome. bring some Tums or something.
I don't need Tums. I grew up in Central California. I eat raw jalapenos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh my God. You know, some of the stuff you eat there, oh man, you're just punishing yourself, you know? Like, I mean, it tastes really good going in, but it's not so good coming out, you know?
Yeah. The fire shits the next day.
Yeah.
But whatever. You get what you pay for.
All right, so
the chat is divided on El Pinto. Someone said it was awesome too, though.
El Pinto is like good. I mean, like there's good places. Like El Pinto's expensive and it's good, but then there's like the hole in the wall places there that are good too.
Really? Because El Pinto doesn't sound like an expensive restaurant. It sounds like a hole in the wall.
I showed Scotty. No, it's this giant. It used to be like a big ranch house.
Cool.
And like it's really cool. It's a big ass place. And I showed, like, for some reason on Google Maps, you can actually, like, walk through the restaurant. And that day they had their big-ass buffet going on, and you can see, like, all the shit they have in their buffet. It's amazing.
Dude, you had me at buffet, Ben. Let's just go now.
It's like a New Mexican food buffet.
All right, well, get this piece of shit off my screen.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
Good night, Manatee.
Yeah.
Unfunny.
Powder.
He's back, dude. Unfunny is back.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
We should get him back on the show then.
What? You want to get unfunny? Oh, make sure Scotty's here.
Last time it was memeable for days, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. We need to get the unforny comedian back on the show, dude.
It was cringy, it was cringy beyond belief, but it was still so memeable.
All right, here's the first one from Andy's fellow Canadian, the Vigilant Christian.
For a long time, we've been dreaming of creating a fully animated Tarot video series, but decided that before we could make a Tarot video series, we'd have to make our own deck.
This is something about tarot cards and how they're evil. Hold on.
Today's video, I wanted to go ahead and make a warning video to warn you all about that. Spirit Science, a very popular and influential New Age group, creating their very own tarot card deck. And when you purchase it or download it, you're going to get instructions on the Kabbalah, astrology, and all sorts of things that God literally says in the Bible to have nothing to do with.
Oh, he drew a slash through it. No.
The Kabbalah?
Have nothing to do with this.
Bad.
The Kabbalah?
Don't worry. They're gonna if you get this, you're gonna learn about other people's irrational beliefs and not hear about my irrational beliefs. And I don't really understand what the Kabbalah has to do with. Maybe this tech does involve some Kabbalah shit. I don't know. Probably not. Knowing the shoddy quality of Mario's fucking research.
So I wanted to go ahead and make this video to warn you all that this is a massive spiritual deception. Although the individual who tries to receive spiritual guidance through the tarot card deck believes that he is being led by a higher consciousness or higher self, they are not. In fact, they are being led astray by deceiving spirits who can...
All right, so Paul can speak to this because I've seen Paul do several tarot readings. So what do you have to say about what Mario says here?
Tarot is total bullshit. It's an act. What you're doing is you're trying to use every little card has a meaning, and once you learn the rules of the game, you can lay down the cards in any order you want and tell something to somebody about themselves, and they're gonna go, "Oh wow, that's really relevant to my life right now." But all you're doing is reading their reaction. It's a game. It's a scam. Like, I learned how to do it in high school to talk to girls, and it never got me laid, but I still remember how to do it, so I still do it as a party trick. But that's all it is.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah. It's almost like how...
Dude, you should do tarot readings at the meetup, dude.
Yeah, at the
I'll
meetup.
bring my cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
By the way, did you steal my cards? Because I can't find them. Okay.
No.
Huh.
I've got my deck. I don't steal people's tarot, man. You can't take a man's tarot cards. I'll take your fucking hat off your head, but not your cards, dude.
What a thief.
All right.
Masquerade themselves as angels of light,
Maybe Scotty
ascended
took
masters, higher forms of consciousness. But at the end of the day, the Bible reveals them for what they truly are.
Right.
Deceiving spirits, fallen angels, demons who masquerade themselves. And how do I know this? Well, before I was ever a Christian...
Oh my God!
Ben's dying, dude.
No! No!
He's not really selling himself in this.
What is this? What is he doing?
He's offering he's offering his man pussy up for anyone who wants it. Oh no, dude.
Oh Jesus.
He's this is some kind of yoga pose, I guess.
Oh my God, dude! If I had a picture of me doing this, I would bury it so deep.
Paul,
It's
if you had
worse than white
if
guilt,
you had
Paul.
a picture of you doing this, it would prove the laws of physics wrong.
You're right.
So you should hold on to that.
I was a Hatha yoga instructor who did tarot card readings for many, many people. I used to draw out astrology charts, sit there in meditative state for hours and hours, and I dove heavily into this form of spirituality. And it was only in January of 2010 that the Lord opened my eyes and showed me that I was spiritually blinded. And ever since, I've been creating this playlist, exposing the satanic New Age movement. If you haven't seen it, I recommend that.
So that was. It's cool that you have the exact date that you went even more batshit crazy than you were before. That's cool.
I thought he had
Check it out.
evidence, but
I
no,
talk
the
about
Lord
all-
just told them.
Yeah.
The Lord was just like, "Yo, by the way, those cards, no." And you're like, "Oh shit, sorry, man."
Dude, we had him on the show one time. I don't know if you've seen that episode, but we confronted him about.
Yeah.
We actually confronted him on that episode. Like, yeah, man. If you how do you know when you look at a show? Like, how do you know it's satanic? Like, what do you look for? What are the signs like that people can look for to know if a show is satanic? He's like, well, you know, when you become a Christian, God gives you special eyes. It's like, what? You're fucking insane, dude. You're fucking insane.
It was so creepy when he said that on the show. I remember seeing it, and or was I there when he said that? Anyway, it doesn't
I don't
matter
know.
because I have an uncle who's a schizophrenic, and when I was little, the way I learned that my uncle was a schizophrenic is he went off his lithium. And we went to visit my grandmother, and he was standing out on the porch. And I went out there, and he was staring right at the sun. And there were tears streaming down his face. And I asked him what he was doing. And he said that God gave him special eyes that allowed him to look into the sun. And when I told my mom about it, that's when I learned he was fucking insane. So,
did he go blind? Holy shit!
No, I mean, well, he's not blind. I don't know. His eyes probably got damaged. I mean, there are people who actually do that, though. There are people who stare at the sun long enough to get tears in their eyes. There's a whole documentary about them.
That's crazy.
All the different deceptions from the law of
What were you saying?
I used to like be really religious, like 8 years ago, and in fact, watching TJ, that's why I started being atheist. Started to open my mind up, but I could sort of understand what he's talking about. When I was really religious, I thought my consciousness was God. Like when I would ask God something and I'd pray, and then I thought of something, I'm like, oh, that was him. That was him. And you hear it like in a different voice. It's really fucked. Then when you realize it's just your consciousness and what you're thinking about.
It's a big mind fuck that people have convinced you to pull on yourself. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a Christian too.
I'm
and I used to
praying
do the same
myself
shit.
basically.
When I was a teenager, I used to pray all the time, and I would think, I'd think a question. I'd be like, God, what's the answer to this? And then my mind would come up with a solution, and I'd go, oh, thank you, Lord. What is that?
You know, kind of unrelated, but sort of related to the staring at the sun thing, is I remember one time there was this guy, and not even one time, but like there was this dude that used to hang out in front of the Barnes & Noble in Metairie, Louisiana, where I used to live, kind of a suburb of New Orleans. And he wasn't staring at the sun, but he would stand by the bookstore, and he would stare just at a random spot in the sky like this.
Wow.
And we'd go and we'd ask him what he's doing, and he wouldn't say nothing. And you'd go somewhere, and you'd come back like 6 hours later, and he'd still be there, same spot, staring at the same place.
Was that the dude we looked for when we went to Jack in the Box?
No, this was in Louisiana, dude.
Oh, I know a guy you're talking about from Jack in the Box, like the parking lot guy out here.
He's gone though.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a while.
All right, so next video, here's Wild Bill's New Year's resolutions.
Cool.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here. And despite the best efforts of the atheists, the liberals, and Christians who apparently hate Christmas, Christmas came anyway. So.
Just like it does every year, retard.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? It came anyway.
Does he really believe that Christmas is in danger of not going on every year?
We're going to stop the world from turning right before Christmas starts.
Every fucking Christmas. Wild Bill wakes up and makes sure Christmas is still there. Like, oh, it still happened. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, the annual war on Christmas is over till next year. So now it's time for New Year's resolutions. Here are a few of my 2017 New Year resolutions. First, I intend to violate the separation of church and state rules at every opportunity. The mythological
Thanks for admitting that you're going to violate something that's enshrined in the Constitution, dipshit.
At every turn.
Every turn.
Every turn.
Church
and state.
I mean, you're not a government official, so I don't know what you fucking plan on doing.
He's gonna like just walk into like a government building and like start a prayer. Like, come on, everyone, join me in prayer.
He's gonna go put fucking Trump bumper stickers on church vehicles. Like, what is he gonna do? How do you violate the separation of church and state as a private citizen that isn't an ordained minister?
Big lies of the left. The USA was founded firmly upon the biblical principles found in the Bible, and those values were the lifeblood of the USA for the first 230 years.
Photobomb!
Get raped.
Glanderson Booper.
This nation's existence. It's okay. The civil government handled taxation. The criminal.
He didn't even edit it out.
These are my favorite moments in Wild Bill video. You remember the one where he was talking about like liberals are the prostate of the body. We're shit and cum, and then like his neighbor, he was like, "Oh, hi, Bill. How's it going?" What must that neighbor think of him? Oh God, ranting and raving like a lunatic in a fucking Australian Outback hat. What are you doing, Bill?
Anytime he makes a video where there's a squirrel or something in the background, people like all the comments are like, "Man, cool squirrel."
courts, foreign relations, etc. The Christian church handled education, welfare, family matters, and served as the moral compass of the nation. Morality and freedom are blood brothers, and freedom will not last long without its moral compass. My second New Year's resolution is to laugh at men who walk around with their pants falling down. I don't think that one needs any explanation. In 2017, I'm also going to...
A resolution is something you do to improve yourself. You're just basically saying, my New Year's resolution is to continue to be the same awful douchebag I've always been.
What if he laughs at someone whose New Year's resolution is to beat the asses of people who laugh at them? That'd be funny.
I hope that happens, dude.
I love Bill kind of wryly dog whistling his racism by going, like, talking about, you know, how black people sag their pants. I'm going to laugh at men that walk around with their pants hanging down. Okay, Bill. We know what you mean.
I wear baggy pants. Don't be fucking putting race into it, Paul.
Express my appreciation for the
Don't
nation
be an
of Israel,
SJW,
and to
Paul.
call Americans to...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Andy has something to say about that. Tell Paul he's a piece of shit, Andy.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of
shit.
Am I wrong that this guy just dog whistled his true feelings on black people?
Well, that was 100%. Yeah, that was definitely
all right.
targeted at black. I'm sorry, but yo, that had a hint of it. Let's be honest.
No. I agree.
Statistically, let's
let's just be honest.
Saggy.
Let's not beat around the bush.
I mean, like,
there.
it's not a coincidence that like a lot of towns.
You guys are just painting Wild Bill with a wild brush.
No. It's not a coincidence that a lot of towns down south made it illegal to sag your pants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they can like come and like pat you down because you're guilty of the crime of
Your pants
saggy pants.
I guarantee if I walked in there with saggy pants, they wouldn't give a shit.
I know. There you go.
Fully support Israel to make up for the 8 years of Obama's jihad-loving abuse of America's top ally. Also, 2016 was a rough year for me financially.
Good.
But rather than worrying about things like that, I am going to practice Matthew 6:33, where Jesus said that instead of worrying about things like food and clothing, we should, quote, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you.
No.
It's a bad strategy.
Yes, seek food and clothing. That will keep you alive.
No, dude.
Do that.
People that look like
then
Bill.
find heaven.
Dude, poverty is like a Chinese finger trap. The more you search for money and stability, the less you find it. What you got to do is just let go and give in to Jesus. Let Jesus touch you, and then you're free.
So in 2017, I'm trading worry for faith and obedience. I'm also making a resolution to not be such a hermit. I have a new message for churches and groups called Storm Clouds about the rise of anti-Christian persecution in the USA. There are some rough times coming for Christians in the USA, and because Christians in this country have had a pretty easy ride for a long time, I fear that few are
Come
ready to...
on. You motherfuckers got a bunch of Republicans in charge now. You're really going to still play the Christian persecution card? Come on.
So does Wild Bill live in like Florida or California or something? Like, I mean, because it's like warm wherever he is and it's wintertime. I mean,
No,
like,
that's, that type of beach. That type of beach is either California or Florida. I think
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
what I would say.
'Cause
Yeah.
there aren't many beaches that look like that in the United States. So
stand firm when open persecution hits them or their church. So I'm going to get out of the house more to travel and give the storm clouds message to more people.
I'm low on money, so I'm going to spend a bunch of money traveling around. Good job.
Yeah.
That's what God would
Good
want.
idea. Maybe you'll get stranded somewhere and end up having to like eat garbage out of
Maybe
a
he'll have to
dumpster.
sell his fucking video making equipment for food.
maybe he'll have to sell his butthole for food.
Damn.
That would give Wild Bill some perspective on life. Let's see how he feels being on the bottom end of the social ladder for a couple of months.
On the bottom end altogether.
Do you think anyone, would,
The bottom
do you think
end
anyone would
period.
pay for that, dude? Do you think anyone would pay to
I
fuck
would.
Wild Bill? You'd pay. How much would you pay to fuck Wild Bill in the ass?
Oh, to fuck him? No, I'd pay to watch somebody fuck him.
Oh,
So that's what I'm saying. Who's actually
I
going
don't know
to pay to fuck Wild Bill? Though?
I don't know if that's any better to watch someone fuck him.
By like they'd get the back end. I'd assume they wouldn't have to pay him. Like that, they'd market it.
Well, you said he was selling his butthole, so I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, so he's giving it up for free now, Paul. Is that what you're saying?
He's just giving
I was just
butthole
picturing
for
Bill
food.
At a truck stop in like some cut off shorts, like passing out gum jorbs, dude. I think it would give it the new
Look, if you
perspective.
give me half of that chicken fried steak, I'll blow you under the table. You know.
Perspective on life and poverty, you know.
Maybe he'll
traveling
realize
and
God has
meeting
abandoned
like-minded
him.
people. So, if you would like for your church or group to hear the Storm Clouds message, please let me know.
Oh, there's your plug, Wild Bill.
Don't groups that usually start with storm like involve like being Nazis and shit?
Do you remember those old like anti-gay marriage videos that are like, "There's a storm coming.
There's a storm. A storm's a brewing."
Here's the next video. This is Theodore Shubat.
This story proves another thing. It proves that children as young as 9 can be diabolical and evil. They can be just as diabolical and just as evil as adults can. They can be little Hitlers. Little 9-year-old children. They'll kill cats, strangle little animals to death. They'll light things on fire. I've heard all sorts of stories.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've heard stories about that kind of shit.
That's not your typical 9-year-old.
Not typical.
Doing that.
No, that's a sign of extreme mental illness there.
Did you guys ever do anything like cruel to an animal when you were kids?
No.
Nothing?
We used to. We went to.
Did you go hunting? I mean,
I didn't go hunting, but like me and my friends would go like in the woods and like squish frogs and shit.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
Dude,
I couldn't do that. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so we had this, like, you know what a doughboy pool is? Those above ground, like, plastic pools.
Yeah.
And it was sitting there for a long time unused, and there was a little water in it. And somehow frogs got in there and laid pollywogs, and there were tons of frogs. And me and my friend John scooped up like big handfuls of these little baby frogs and just buried them in the ground. I remember distinctively like digging a hole and just throwing a bunch of little frogs in it and putting dirt on it.
That's terrible.
Like, isn't that awful?
You disgusting motherfucker.
Why did we torture frogs as children?
I don't know. See, I like how eager Paul is to tell you, TJ, I'm also like you this way. I also tortured frogs. Me, TJ, I'm just like you also.
Can do all the evils that little children have done. Supposed innocent children. The kid is obviously evil, obviously a reprobate, obviously, I mean, just diabolical. And even at that age of 9 years old, the kid is still evil. It says here, but the Kansas City fourth grade.
So people are like asking me about this frog shit now. People are like, "How could you do this? How could you do it?" I was a little kid, and all the other boys were doing it, so I just followed along.
To me, it's just kind of like a nightmarish memory that I have, because I don't know what we were thinking. I don't remember what the auspices were. Like, how do you get from like, wow, there's a lot of frogs, to let's bury them alive? I don't know how that happened.
There should be like unlimited TJ and Paul Pepe memes now, where Pepe is like fucking TJ and Paul in the ass, and all this shit to avenge the innocent. Frog lives matter, okay? Frog lives matter, bitches. I cannot believe you did this. I'm so fucking disgusted.
Anyway,
I can't believe I do a show with you disgusting pieces of shit.
I know, it's horrible. I don't know. I apologize to any frogs that were hurt and killed. I mean,
they can't hear you, TJ.
I know they're dead. What can I do?
They're buried. They're 6 underground.
They were buried
Paul.
alive. They were buried alive.
Half these motherfuckers in this chat have like eaten a fucking piece of meat today from a fucking animal way more sentient than a fucking frog. So give me a damn break.
Do you know why I think I was so flippant about frogs? One of the things my family used to do, because clearly there were frogs around there, is go. Have you ever been frog gigging?
Frog lives matter.
Like, frog gigging is like you catch frogs to make frog legs. You go out at night and you bring a big bright flashlight. And when you shine a flashlight on a frog, they won't move. They stand there. And then you have like a spear.
What are we talking about this?
Like a fucking trident.
Because this guy mentioned kids killing animals.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay, so we've established that he's talking about you guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Knows the significance of the magazine's cover. Quote, by putting myself more out there, people will be able to know that I am transgender. No, you're a freak. You're a little demon.
Okay, so he's taking these two things and making them one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, some kids
animals.
torture and being transgender. Yeah.
I mean, a kid who has like some gender dysphoria issues, like I don't think they should be considered trans at that age. I don't think that they should be transitioning at that age at all. But I don't think the kids are somehow the equivalent to kids that are like torturing cats in their neighborhood or some shit. I mean, that's just stupid.
I mean, the research that I've read show that actual trans people are incredibly passive. Like, they're not prone to criminality or weird outbursts of violence or things. Like, they tend to be very passive people. So I'm not exactly sure how he's conflating animal abuse with them.
Well, he's just it's equally reprehensible to him, I guess. I don't know.
Nazi Hitler.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
I'm a transgender and proud and learn more about transgender issues. Really? This little freak.
I noticed how he's stolen Evan LeFavor's look. You notice this?
Except he doesn't have a glorious beard. Like, all I can think when
he's starting it.
All I can think when I look at Shoebat is, thank goodness I can actually grow a beard. Man, oh man.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank you.
I think he's like Middle Eastern too. I think he should be able to grow a better beard than this. This is ridiculous.
That is a neck beard. Am I wrong? That's a neck beard.
Look at him.
You can see his whole chin, and the hair's not on his chin.
He looks kind of hipster-ish too. Like I don't know what's going on with him. I would think he was gay if I saw him. I don't know.
Would not mind sticking people like me in a gas chamber. This is sick shit. And this is the problem that I have with the First Amendment. The freedom to do whatever you want.
First Amendment.
First Amendment, quote unquote. What? We're being
the
invaded
First
by
Amendment
frogs.
that allows me to insanely rant all day online without fear of reprisal and say weird things like all trans people should be killed. That stupid amendment.
He loves it. Whatever.
And in the Catholic Church, I mean, the whole damn crew behind National Geographic would be tried.
What was that?
Once they are found,
the whole thing should be tried. Like, I didn't hear that. I didn't quite make that out. What the fuck was that?
I'm guilty. They'd be burned at the stake. They used to burn people at the stake. They used to burn people at the stake for promoting evil ideologies and evil beliefs.
No, they used to burn people at the stake because they tied them up and threw them in a river and they didn't float, or they floated. They used to burn people at the stake because a person had a black cat or associated with a goat. What are you talking about, Theodore?
He's a good guy. Paul is such a prude pussy. Shut up for a bit, Paul. You're a prude pussy, Paul.
How am I a prude? Didn't we close down the chat?
Nope.
Why is the chat still rampaging? Fuck you.
It's being invaded by frogs right now.
Yeah.
There's literally
the
just
souls of the murdered frogs have
risen up against us, dude.
You fucking disgusting pieces of shit.
And they don't do that anymore. They allow them to publish magazines. You know, back in the old days, heretics like the Cathars promoted sodomizing men sodomizing other men, people sodomizing animals. Very, very sick things. Catholic Church burned them at the stake. They used to just burn people at the stake for this.
I like how he's like, yeah, we should go back to that. Like,
yeah.
Remember the good old days, guys? Remember when we used to burn each other alive? Yeah, that we still do. It's called ISIS. Go join it, bitch.
I wonder if he just like twirls his chair around and like jerks off to the naked Jesus picture.
Jesus, my Lord, I am doing your work.
You remember
Oh God, yes.
Jesus has abs, man. Oh my God.
You remember the good old days when an army of fucking pilgrim-looking dudes would kick your door in and drag your mom screaming into the town square and burn her because she walked through the fucking town with a broom on a Sunday? Like, you remember those good old days, Theodore? When your family lived in fear of a mob burning somebody? Yeah, man. Where did those days go?
Those were the times, Paul. Those were the times.
This is what you got.
Those were the days.
Those were the good old days.
Witches burning at the stake. Those were the days. Oh,
awesome.
My God.
What do we got?
That was his video? That was it?
That was
Just
it.
fuck trans people, burn them, the end.
Yep.
I thought
We used
this
to
would
burn
actually
people.
Have...
No, nothing. Just that.
I thought there'd be a point.
You thought wrong.
All right, here's Jim Baker.
Months ago, God called me to be a part of calling this nation back to God.
Yeah.
To voting at the election, at the polls, a person who would stand for Bible reading in the schools even. You say, oh, we can't do that. We can. We can do all things
Yes, we
through
can.
Christ. And if America votes, it's time they vote for anything and everything. We should vote for Bible reading. We should have never let it be taken out of the schools.
Yeah.
Woo!
Right.
Amen.
Amen.
We should have never allowed them to take care from high schools and colleges and university, all of them. We should have never, ever. We didn't have to.
True.
We didn't have to.
Preach on, preacher.
Look what we did in this election. The people got up one last time. The great giant called the
Wait, did you say one last time? Are you admitting this is like your last gasp of fucking like... yeah. Dude, what are you fucking rambling about? I mean, I don't know.
Buy my food buckets.
You sell buckets of fucking substandard food. By the way, we ordered those, and they haven't come here yet. It's a good thing the apocalypse hasn't happened yet, because where the fuck are our bonus buckets?
I'm depending on that shit.
I kind of got Jim Baker figured out. The ones that perplex me are the weirdos in the audience that are listening to this tax dodging fucking snake oil salesman and going, yes sir, hallelujah.
They get a free meal. They literally lures them in with free food.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I wouldn't hallelujah my way through. Is that what they have to do? Do they have to say hallelujah to get their food?
It's not them. It's just those other little people on the panel that are like, yeah.
Oh, is that
Hallelujah.
them?
Hallelujah.
I thought that was the audience.
Nope. Not the audience, just his little panel of sycophants.
Oh, well,
family of God got up and voted.
That's right.
That's right.
And all
Lord.
hell is against this presidency.
Crazy.
All hell
Lordy.
is against. Why? Why?
I mean, there might be some people in the audience doing it, but I mean, it sounds like it's maybe like 2 or 3 guys sitting there eating this up, like, yeah. Amen.
How many of them just go home and start making the bonus buckets like immediately? Like low food standards, you know? I don't know.
I'll tell you why. That's it. Because of righteousness. Good and evil.
That's right.
Look at them. Look at them. These people are buying buckets that'll last them 50 years, and they're not even going to live like 25 more years. I don't know.
Good and evil. That's what it's about, Zach. Amen. It's about Christianity cramps the style of this generation.
Right.
This generation wants to sin and mock God, kill babies 1 million a year, and just do anything we want.
I gotta get this set up, man. I need to do. I know you guys would never allow me to do it here, but I need to get I need to do like a show on the Paul's Ego channel and just have Ashley sit right next to me and go, that's right. Every time I say something, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, baby, yes. Hallelujah, yes. Oh, man. That's got to feel great.
They've decided to change marriage.
I want to be a preacher.
That's right.
The whole definition of marriage. I've got news for you. It still takes a man and a woman to make a baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, no. They can do it in a test tube. Well, they still got to get parts. Well, they were yelling out there in the audience.
They're helping you preach.
Male and female. You know what happened this week?
What's that?
Look at these motherfuckers in the crowd.
It's like an old folks home.
Knock.
The one guy shops at the same store as TJ. You see the guy?
Awesome. Yeah, he's got my shirt,
in
dude.
the far right.
I actually killed that guy and stole this shirt off.
Holy shit, dude!
True story. True fucking story.
In England,
killed him as if he was nothing but a frog.
The law in England has approved the new 3-person marriage.
Paul, since all the chat cares about is the frogs we killed as kids, we should just do a song called Frog Killer.
Oh yeah, dude. Bearded lesbians. We'll write one.
No, they're talking about three-way marriages. That's their new thing. Now that gay marriage is widely accepted, now it's three-way marriage that they're saying.
Yep. And that's
is that right?
Yes.
Did you read it?
I sure did.
Dude, if anyone wants to engage in that fucking boondoggle, be my fucking guest. Shit, dude. That's a recipe for fucking ripping your damn hair out right there.
It's in our headlines.
Wow.
So they're going to take stuff from 3 people.
Uh-huh.
So 3 people now can get married.
Cool.
Pretty soon you'll be able to marry a baboon.
Oh my God.
Finally, you can get married, Paul.
I know. Oh man, I've been waiting so long.
Baboon rights.
My beautiful brunette baboon.
Babe.
Babe.
I believe just as God called me to help elect. You say, well, we just believe God. No, faith without works is dead. God called you to vote. And because enough Christians voted, we have a chance to put Christ back in the United States of America.
Thank God we can fucking stop people from marrying baboons, since that's going to be the next big social push.
I love the build up to the giant logical leap, because they always do it. Like, look what's happening: gay marriage, multiple people getting married to the same one, which isn't new, by the way. Your little friends, the fucking Mormons, have been doing that for a long time.
That's in the Bible, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, polygamy, but whatever. Let's not even go there. And then they do this big build up, like, look what's going on now. And then they just jump straight to, like, they're going to be fucking monkeys next. It's like, what? When did we cross species?
I don't know, Paul. I always thought that was your origin story, dude.
Yeah. My mom, my dad stuck his dick in a Mississippi mud hole.
There we go.
This is a great fortuitous screen cap.
Wow,
hey, Lewis,
look at that dude in the
Lewis
middle
Black
cheering.
is there, dude. Lewis Black is there. You see him? Let's count the number of people here.
Is lit up. Look at him, dude, like a fucking Christmas tree. Look at him. Woo! Yeah. Looks like he's seeing fucking AC/DC or something.
Where the fuck are they filming this? Like, what is this place?
It's like a hall or something.
It looks like the fucking courtyard at a mall.
It almost,
or a hotel.
Yeah, or like it reminds me of like places in Las Vegas that I've walked through, like the Venetian,
it does. It looks like the Venetian, like an outdoor mall or something, or like an indoor-outdoor mall.
We already are reinstating Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
We've all been working
right.
on that for a long time.
Yes.
But even our new president-elect is... Man, he's on his thank you tour with Merry Christmas signs there and Christmas
trees. Wow! Yay! Finally, Christmas is back, everyone. Remember those years without Christmas?
Yeah,
remember under the Obama administration how Christmas was gone?
It was gone.
It's back, everybody! Christmas is back, finally! What are you fucking talking about? What alternate reality do you fucking inhabit? By the way, chat, a crushed frog is red and green, which is festive. So, I should be getting credit.
It's just like the
I should be
chili
getting credit
in
for my
Mexico.
Christmas spirit.
Red and green chili.
Holiday tips, dude.
Christmas style.
Crushed up frogs, a festive holiday decoration.
Just as God called me to elect Ronald Reagan,
don't crush frogs.
36 years ago, he called me to help Donald Trump become president of the United States.
Incredible.
They'll have a
and Donald Trump was so grateful that he left you talking to 8 people in a mall about fucking shitty food buckets.
Like, there's a dude sitting right in the middle of the audience that every time they cut to that wide shot, he's just doing this. Like he's fighting, like he's boxing somebody that's 3 feet taller than him. I don't know what's going on.
He's fighting the demons, Paul. He's fighting the demons.
No longer would kill 1 million babies every year.
That's right.
A nation that would read the Bible again and allow the Bible in school. He's wanting to put...
The Bible is allowed in school. It's just not allowed to be taught in public school. They're still allowed to bring the Bible. They're still allowed to bring the Bible.
And they're still allowed to pray. They're still allowed to pray and shit.
The Bible back in school.
Yes, he is.
That's what Ronald Reagan wanted to do. I was in his office when he signed the bill for Bible reading and prayer again.
Can I touch you? You were in the room with Lord Reagan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lord Reagan.
He touched Reagan. He shared a room with Reagan.
The Reagan.
Oh God. Wow. Yeah, and then you went to prison and spent time with a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm. But we got people that are God haters.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. About a half of America are God haters today.
What? No. That's not
Half
true.
of America?
80% of America are Christians. What? Half of America? Oh, he's saying that anyone who's like voting Democrat or something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, TJ.
Oh, that guy was just rambling. Jesus.
All right, here we go. We're moving on to our next segment.
Slam poetry. Hissing, screeching,
Oh,
squawking. Fuck you to all the men. I am blaming you.
He said, "Oh no."
I feel like Andy is finally realizing what a gauntlet of torture it is to have to do this show.
This is like, I was not ready for this. I smoked weed before the show. I'm like, all right, this is going to be all right. And then it's just constant punching.
You need to redose. Go get some weed immediately.
Yeah. You know what? Just give me a second.
Yeah,
Go
now.
take a hit, brah.
After
Hit
the
that
whole
shit.
Brett King thing, it just absorbed my soul. And now I'm just like, just yelling and rambling. 1 second.
Welcome to my life. Yelling
Welcome
and
to all our
rambling.
lives.
Soul absorbing, yelling and rambling. Oh. What have I become?
My sweetest friend's situation.
Everyone I know gets betrayed in the end.
By me.
By me.
You were kind of doing the Johnny Cash version with Brett's voice.
It's more suited for all. My golden mac and cheese. As I lay here on the mattress, I'm a big beached manatee. And I will punch my wife in the face if she burns that mac and cheese. I will smack her down. I will make her bleed.
Whoa.
Dorn, dorn. Dorn, 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 dorn. I ate some mac today. Whatever. Everything. I can
Going a little
ruin
long
any
there,
song.
Paul. Going a little
I can
long
ruin
there.
it. I can ruin any song, dude. Any song.
Much better.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
No!
I was
What did I come back to?
No, I was just playing this while I was waiting for you. Here's the feminist slam poetry.
Bye, Brett.
Okay. All right.
Every year for Halloween, I wanted to be a pumpkin, sunflower, M&M, turtle.
All right, let's all just take a moment to kill ourselves.
What are you talking about, TJ?
Who's going first?
What are you talking about?
All right, I'm just going to need some nicotine. Or
I don't know what you're talking about, TJ. Come on.
But when you get older, the costumes tend to get smaller, finessing curves into eye candy instead of masterpiece.
You're lying. You're lying. I fucking did this, all right? I fucking went to Halloween sites and looked at the costumes for women, and most of them are not sexy. Most of them are not designed to be like, oh, look, you're a slut. Yeah, there are some that are slutty, but there's plenty that aren't. There's tons that aren't. There's fucking literally countless options that fucking aren't.
I think they're talking about like what a lot of people choose to wear. I think they're trying to pretend like that's all there is, but the fact is that a lot of people choose to wear costumes like that.
A lot of girls want to look sexy. Go fucking figure.
Are they trying to bring back the 1990s tucked-in pants, high-waisted jean thing? Is that what they're mad about? That's not a thing anymore? What is that?
I think so, dude. I just noticed that. It's crazy.
And why can't chicks be sexy? Like what was the switch? What year was it when they're like, okay, cleavage? No, because most girls don't fucking care and enjoy looking sexy.
Yeah.
No.
Like that's why
Common
you see
myth.
so much fucking
Common myth, dude. You know, when you see these girls going around dressed all skimpy and sexy, it's not because they don't want anyone to look. That's just how they're most comfortable dressing. And if you look at them, you're a bad person and you're a rapist.
Oh my god, I can't wear my cellophane miniskirt with my fucking thong without attracting the male gaze everywhere I go. I can't
Disgusting.
wear
So
nipple
this year,
pasties
I
and
decided
a
to be
vagina
a
cover.
school teacher, nurse, fairy, Wonder Woman. But when I went to buy the costume, I was like, where's the rest of it? It's me for
Have you ever
Oh,
seen what
God.
Wonder Woman wears?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman has never worn a burqa, dipshit.
Yeah.
Maybe she should. Dude, don't even say that because then Marvel will do it, dude.
No,
Come on.
DC.
Yeah, DC will do it. That's fucking wrong, dude. You know, they'll fucking be like, hey, we need to be PC too. We need to fucking put Wonder Woman in a fucking burqa. That'll win us some fucking SJW points.
Or boobs. Was the
Don't let 'em do it.
a stripper? To check
Don't let 'em
temperatures
do it.
or raise them? Oh, hell no. Heels? Halloween has become a different type of freak show. And all that I am don't fit prettily into polyester and spandex.
You know, just because you can say things at the same time doesn't make it sound harmonious or good in any way. Like this doesn't seem like a poem. It just seems like a rant that you're happening to be chanting in unison like the Borg, and it just comes across as creepy.
And I hate the audience too. I hate the audience as much as I hate them. Like when I hear them laugh, I just go, ugh, no. how many people can like be all in the same place and all be this dumb? Ugh.
What's Leslie Jones doing there on the right?
Do we have to feel like they're victims? Is that what they're trying to do? We should feel bad for them? Oh no, there's sexy costumes out there. What is your point? There's a kid who just died in Africa and we're hearing this shit.
Why is Leslie Jones standing next to Chris Kattan?
Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness, Goblin, Ghoul, a zombie with no conscience. Everybody knows I'm a motherfucking monster!
Oh, they swore. How edgy.
I agree
quoted
with
a
you about the
Kanye
audience
song.
now.
Oh.
I agree with the audience now, dude. I agree with you about the audience. They're horrible.
They quoted Kanye. That's all you gotta do is
Turn our
do some
feminine
Kanye.
fatal. So this year, I think I'll be monster. Let me be mummy. Empty of all organs so they never
So wait a
fail
minute. Their biggest applause line so far is something they stole from Kanye West, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So let me get this straight. This woman on stage in the red headscarf is so devoutly Muslim that she cannot show her head, but she can say motherfucking monster in pursuit of a poem.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
It's that new selective cherry-picked Islam, which actually is probably a good thing in the long run because, you know.
That's what happened to Christianity and made
Yeah.
it less barbaric.
Let a
but-
bunch of fucking quote-unquote Muslims just start fucking being like, yeah, I'm Muslim. I don't do like the praying 5 times a day or like going to mosque or any of that stuff, but I'm Muslim, you know, because me and Allah, we got our own thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
I just
Let
wear
them
the
get to that
Jedi
point.
hood. I just wear the Jedi hood. I'm not really. That's all I really do anymore. I'm a lapsed Muslim.
Cool.
Only my heart would remain the center of intelligence and emotion, but I'd never need to feel another pair of greedy eyes on me. Monster. I'd much rather be.
How do you don't feel eyes on you? Like the photons bouncing off your body hit my eye fucking ball. That's what happens.
I mean, look.
You don't feel
there
the
is-
photons.
There is a phenomenon where you can kind of feel yourself being looked at or stared at. Like I know I've felt.
It's called
it before.
paranoia. It's called paranoia.
Yeah, it is called paranoia.
Well, whatever.
It's not true.
Sometimes, a lot of times the paranoia is right, dude.
Just
like you're being looked at, you
because
turn around.
you're paranoid don't mean they're not after you.
My reflection disappearing every time I looked in the mirror, so I wouldn't have to worry about flaws that stare blankly back at me. I will suck every woman's stereotype out of your throat. Monster. I've heard some of the most beautiful women.
I want to fucking stick something into your throat, baby. Know what I'm saying?
Looks like they do. Look at this picture.
Yeah, they're all fucking. They're all ready. They're all ready, guys. They're all ready for the bukkake.
Yeah.
I'll take Leslie.
Okay. I'll take the one with the big hair, dude.
Chris Kattan.
The craziest ones. On a bad day, I'm human. On a full moon, werewolf that I exist when the lunar ticking till the time comes when I'm finally comfortable in my own skin. Monster. Let me be your worst nightmare for one night. I'll shut away my wings and bed.
Okay. Well, this is fucking agony.
They're all gonna do their little spotlight part of the phone.
I know what you're
I
afraid
guess.
of. A woman who can do bad. No.
I'm afraid of your Ghostbusters movie.
Evil all by herself. Nowadays, Boogeyman is a lot less frightening than a strong woman. But no matter what garments we wrap ourselves in, a woman's status as trick, treat, or geek is not up for discussion. A woman dressing, acting, or being should be her choice. If a woman wants to wear a skimpy outfit, let it be her choice. If a woman...
Yeah, I'm fine with it. It is her choice.
Yes.
That's already the status quo, you fuckface bitch. That's already the way it is.
Yeah, I mean,
what are you whining about?
We have laws where like an employee, unless it's like at a strip club or something, your boss can't be like, wear more revealing outfits.
Or you
know
can't,
what I mean?
You can't wear it. Like no one. If you go out in the fucking world and you're wearing like a top that fucking shows off your tits and your ass is hanging out and shit. I mean, like up to a point, society will fucking tolerate that.
When it becomes like a distraction in like The Office or something, then Then they
bitched about this, like bitched about skimpy outfits for 2 minutes, and then follow up with, "But if we want to wear it, we can." It's like, yeah. Well, why were you bitching in the first place?
That kind of illustrates the point. They think that they should be able to go with their tits and ass hanging out like into work and it not be an issue, and they don't understand that will never not be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, let me just ask any of them if they would be comfortable with like. Dudes just walking around with their dicks hanging out all the place. Yeah, I'm just whipping out my dick. That's what I do. It's not distracting, is it? I'm just expressing myself as a man. I just want my dick hanging out.
Let's make a line of dick and ball cozies so that you can like have your dick outside your pants but have it covered by something, so it just kind of flops around there covered in something. Like, let's do it, dude.
All right,
flippity floppity.
Let's bring
I'll
back
wear
the
one
cod
if
piece,
you will,
dude.
Dick and
Bring
ball
back the
cozies,
cod
dude.
Piece, man.
Cover up, let it be her choice. If I want to be a motherfucking monster, then let it be my choice.
Fine, it is your choice. Now fuck off and die.
No one cares. No one's behind you.
Or boobs. Both. To check temperatures or raise them. Both. Was the tooth fairy a stripper? Maybe, but who cares? See, I'd much rather
It's
be
still
one.
going?
And if it means that I must be a monster,
Make it fucking stop, dude.
Halloween.
It's over. Die. Wow, Ben, that was painful, dude.
You're welcome.
Raining.
Ben, why do you torture us so with this shit, man?
Do you want me to play another one?
Andy, go forth and tell people what kind of torture we fucking are subjected to here. Go forth and let them know.
Yeah, let them know that we need help.
Know what this is all about.
Ben is holding us hostage and showing us feminist poetry all day.
I think I'm looking deep into this now, into what is actually happening.
Look into our working conditions, man. Come on.
I do one video a day, right? So I have time to like watch it, be angry, and then like, all right, now chill out, edit, relax. But this is just one after another of just anger. But again, I hate the audience more than them, I think.
So
they
Andy,
just
what you're saying is that you want me to play another one, right?
I mean, we're this far. Let's see how more painful it will feel.
And the news reporter says,
"Oh God,
Jesus is white."
What's going on?
All right, so I always thought werewolves weren't real, but I stand fucking corrected. I guess I don't know.
She looks like an extra from a Star Wars fan film. What are you doing?
Sci-fi, totally.
What are you doing?
Oh.
She says it with a smile on her face.
Yeah.
Like it's the most obvious thing in the world.
Yeah.
So sure of herself, of her privilege.
This is some great fucking camera work from whoever shot this, dude. This is great.
Half
brilliant
subject,
auteur,
half
dude.
wall. Half subject, half wall.
How artistic.
Like, halfway through, you just saw it shake. He must have hit the tripod and then didn't look at the screen. 10 minutes.
We gotta, dude, guys, we have to go to a fucking feminist slam poetry jam. If this bitch walked on stage looking like this and started talking somber to me, I would be in the fucking audience dying. I would be out there dying.
You'd be rolling in the fucking aisles, dude.
Yeah, we gotta do this. We gotta do
Her
this.
ability to change history, rewrite bodies to make them look like her. She says it the same way politicians say racism no longer exists. The same
Racism no longer exists.
Exists.
I love it. Sounds like a fucking name. Hey, I'm Exist. What up?
way police officers call dead black boys thugs. The same way white gentrifiers call Brooklyn home. She says it with...
What?
White people live in Brooklyn. They have lived in Brooklyn for a long time.
She just said like the same way white gentrifiers call Brooklyn. How dare they fucking call Brooklyn home? How dare white people live in Brooklyn? Get out, white people! Brooklyn don't belong to you.
Look at her. Looks like she's squeezing out a turd, like an intense turd or something.
That's not possible. That's not
like
possible.
Somebody off camera
She
grabbed
is a turd,
fistful
dude.
of that. It looks like somebody off camera grabbed a fistful of that hair and yanked it.
No, it's Trump in the audience, dude. He grabbed a fistful of that pussy.
Dude, I wonder if the carpet matches the drapes, dude. Wouldn't that be wild?
An American accent.
Dude, if the carpet does match the drapes, then it's not a carpet, it's a fucking rope.
Her voice doing that American thing, crawling out of her throat, reaching to clasp onto something that does not belong to her. And I laughed to myself. What makes a...
Dude, imagine hanging yourself with it, dude. Imagine fashioning a noose out of her big, long, ropey pussy hair and fucking hanging yourself, Paul. And she's the counterweight.
I have a mental image of this woman naked, standing on like a bridge, with her like squatted down, and me like loose her fucking white pussy hair, dude. What is this show? Fuck me.
Black man, a black man. Is it a white woman's confirmation? Is it her head nod? Is it the way she's allowed to go on national television and autocorrect the Bible and God himself tell him who his son really was? What makes a black man a black man? Is it the way reporters retell their deaths like fairy tales?
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Just sentences.
I can't look at her anymore, dude. I gotta look away. I'm just gonna look down for the rest of this because I'm just gonna not stop laughing.
Just look down and cry, dude. Look down and cry.
I can still see a little bit. Let me pull
Is it
this
the way
down.
they cannot outrun a bullet? How can she say Jesus was a white man when he died the blackest way possible?
He wasn't black, but he wasn't quite white.
How did he?
Like Mediterranean.
Wait. The blackest way to die possible is to get crucified?
Yeah, that happened all the time. You don't remember the lynchings? You know, back in the day, they crucified people all the time.
You didn't hear crucifixion of blacks is up 300% this year.
Yep.
I mean, it's,
oh shit! Oh fucking snap!
Scourging and whipping
fucking
of blacks
idea.
and then crucifixion is up, man. It's big.
That's the blackest way anyone ever died. Crucifixion.
Way to die.
How the
With his
fuck is
hands up.
crucifixion the blackest way
His
to
mother
die?
watching,
That doesn't
crying
make
at his
sense.
feet. Her tears, nothing
What?
more than gossip for the news reporters or prophets to document with his body.
This woman, the blackest way to die might be rolling over the wrong way while she sleeps and smothering herself in that giant fucking pile of shit on her head. Like, that might be the blackest way to die for her.
It looks like it needs to be vacuumed, dude.
Dusty.
We need a fucking, we need one of those carpet cleaners, you know, that you fucking rent from the store. Fucking just run it over her head a few times. Suck out all this dirt and shit.
Somebody in the chat said Battlefield Earth. Dude, they're right. It's Turtle.
Oh, yeah,
Oh shit!
He left to sour in the sun with his human stripped from his black. Remember that? How the whole world was saved by a black man, by a man so loved by God, he called him kin, called him black. Now, ain't that suspicious? Ain't that newsworthy?
Can you slow her down?
Yeah.
Can you show her in super slow-mo? I want to see her in super slow-mo.
Ain't that
Dude,
something
somebody
worth
photoshopped-
being killed over?
Yeah.
If somebody screen grabs that and photoshops a big long tongue coming out of her mouth and wrapping around somebody, I'm gonna die, dude. She looks like, you remember the chicks in Battlefield Earth? The way they did that, dude?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, that one chick had the long tongue. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh.
This is turning into a Paul fetish now.
That almost killed me.
All right, guys. I think the show is over.
Yeah.
Want to thank Andy Warski for fucking being here. Andy, you want to promote your channel and your shit one more time before we head out?
Yeah, it's just Andy Warski, and I just bash people. That was really fun. That was fun. It felt like I was watching an episode, but was able to be here. You know what I mean? Like
cool.
Like I was enjoying. You guys were making me fucking laugh so hard. Jesus Christ. Some of the lines.
Thanks a lot,
Battlefield
man.
Earth line though is classic. That laugh. I want to meme that girl right now.
We actually reviewed
meme
that
her so
movie
hard.
once.
We did.
Yeah.
That's true, we did.
It was pretty bad.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to Andy's channel, and we will see you, I don't know, when are we seeing him next? Are we going to do a show Monday or no?
Good question. We'll be in touch.
All right, I guess we'll stay posted on whether there's a Monday show, everybody. Peace.
All right, later.
Peace.